You're live. Whoopie-doo. Whoopie-doo, back with you again. I'm sorry for disappearing. That's not my way to disappear like that. Right, the camera's working. Okay. Not my way to disappear like that. So I'm sorry. It just, wretched camera just cut out on me. Look, the camera, the Wi-Fi just cut out on me. So I'm sorry. I apologize. What a great start to New Year's Day. Brilliant. A great start to New Year's Day. Probably be nobody here all the time now. Ho ho, such is life. Right, head. Give me a head here. I can drill out a head here. You're gonna want that about in the center, I suppose, into here about there. Yeah, everybody's disappeared now. Nobody's gonna watch me now. Yeah. Oh well. You can all watch it on the replay later. Two people. Yeah, I'm sorry. My Wi-Fi just cut out for some reason. Don't ask me why. My Wi-Fi cut out and it just wouldn't let me do anything. No, the chat on the side of my screen here, that had gone. Morning, Grandad's Art Space. Thank you. Just switched over here. We had a communication problem. My Wi-Fi cut out and the whole thing wouldn't let me do anything. And I noticed the clock had stopped sort of ticking and the chat thing had stopped and all this business. And it's just, oh, what? And I'm trying to reconnect now and it's just modern technology. Modern technology is not good. So anyhow, we are pinning ahead to this figure, as you can see, because there's choice of heads for this figure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them so I can switch them over. Pretty good. I'll just make that a little bit deeper, that hole. There we go. You just about see that. Maybe I turn this light off a bit. Oh, there you go. That's a bit better. So I can now apply the cap to this. It's all fuzzy. I'm sorry. What am I building? I am building for the group build. I'm building that. That's what we're currently working on. So we're just building the figures at the moment. And we are back. Yes, Frank, we are back. Yeah, as I was just saying, my Wi-Fi cut out. It wouldn't let me do a damn thing. My Wi-Fi. Wretched thing. I don't know why. Don't know why. Wasn't intentional. I assure you, it wasn't intentional. So what I can now do, or should be able to do, is put the cap on this guy. Might need a bit of filler on this cap. Yeah, the joys of modern technology. Oh, come on, come on. Oh, Jesus. I can see that's blocked, and I got no way of unblocking that. This is not a good start to 2024, folks. There we go. That should do it. That should do it. There you go. Right, let's put the cap on this guy. Right. Fiddly, but there you go. There you go. Now complete with peaked cap. So we'll leave that dry for a bit and we'll get on to one of the other figures. So there's no rush today. Well, there's no rush any day, actually. Never rush, folks. Use a lighter on the end of the nozzle. Right, I'll bear that in mind. Where's Ralph? I don't know where Ralph is. The Wi-Fi cable. Oh yeah, I got cables running around here, and well, I had to sort of switch things around quickly so I could get back on the Wi-Fi. So it's all a bit sort of Heath Robinson this morning. Right, next figure. Let's have a look at you. My fingers will allow me. Hey, guess what, folks? I finally got my appointment through for my... Good morning, Ralph. Hope you're well. Enjoying 2024. Let's get some glue on these legs. Yeah, I was just going to say, I finally got through the appointment for my brain scan. I finally managed to send it me. So I've got to wait till the end of the month. Come on, you twat. Don't shake, Karen, don't shake. Oh, this is not a good fit. No, this is not a good fit at all. No, that's not a good fit. That's not a particularly good fit. Disappointed. I'm disappointed. That's not a particularly good fit. But we will see. Right, leave that set a minute. Tartans, yeah, awkward. No, Ralph, not Trelisk. Now, bearing in mind, Ralph, that you know where I'm to, right down the tip end of Cornwall, they sent me to Bodmin, and I got to be there on a Sunday evening at 6 o'clock. Can you believe that? I couldn't believe it when the appointment came. 6 o'clock Sunday evening in Bodmin. I've got to get all the way to Bodmin on a Sunday from right down here. But luckily, I found a friend of mine. She said, I'll give you a lift. I know where the place is too, in Bodmin, the units too. So I'm okay. But they just automatically expect you to be there. They don't give a thought to whether you drive or whether you don't drive or whatever. Why do I need a brain scan, Grinders Aerospace? I'll tell you why I need a brain scan. Because I've been shaking a lot in my fingers. I don't know whether I can. Let me stand up a second. We'll see how much I are this morning. So you can. That's my fingers this morning. I've also had problems with my arms shaking as well. I mean, when I last saw my doctor, it coincided with a very bad morning, and my right arm was flapping around like a flag in the wind. I had a job to stop it. It was literally like that, and I'm doing that, trying to stop it, and she's looking at me like, oh, goodness gracious. So we're trying to work out why I'm tremoring. I've had it in my toes as well, the tremoring. It's not good. So if I get frustrated when I'm doing these things, forgive me, but it's, you paint now. It's like you paint now, you're like 60, 70% concentrating on the painting. The rest of it, you're concentrating on stopping the thing from bloody shaking. It's frustrating, but I gotta put up with it. Like I said to somebody, to be honest with you, I couldn't care less what they tell me it is. Shit. I literally, bollocks. I literally couldn't care less, because whatever it is, you got it. That's just the way it is. Whatever it is, it is. So there's no point whinging about it or griping about it. It's just a fact. You got it. So you got to get on and deal with it. But it sure is frustrating. Where's the box here? Let me see what I'm building here. All right, here, oh yeah, he's pointing to that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's just frustrating. But you know, it's life, isn't it? So, good thing was the doctor did seem to think it was Parkinson's, which was a good thing. Yeah, yeah, I don't want, yeah. No, no need to feel sorry for me. I mean, it's just life, isn't it? It's just life. I don't worry about it. Like I said to you, I don't care. I don't give a shit what they say it is. That's good. That's good. I hope that's what they say to me. Or it might be something like MS, something like that, because not only do I get the tremoring and stuff, I get a lot of other nerve problems as well. I get a lot of toothache, pains in my eyes, pains in my ears, electric shocks in my arm, um, patch on me that sting. That's a nerve problem. I have trouble swallowing stuff because the muscles in my throat don't work properly. That's a nerve problem. That's nerve damage. So if you had to ask me what I thought it was, probably something like MS, something like that, I would think. Um, and if they tell me it's MS, this is going to sound really odd now. I don't mean it to sound odd, but if they tell me it's MS, I would actually be highly delighted. Not for the fact that I want MS, because I don't. But if they're telling me it's MS, they're not telling me it's Parkinson's or dementia. You know what I mean, dear? That's something that you truly don't want, Parkinson's or dementia or something like that. Or maybe just an essential tremor or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. But look, whatever they tell me it is, and you got it, and you got to deal with it. So that's the way it is. Such is life, you know. Life is like a game of cricket. Every now and then you get bowled or googly, and you have to deal with it. You have to fend off or hit it for six or deal with it as best you can. And this is the same, I just got to deal with it. But it's frustrating when you want to build miniatures or paint miniatures and stuff, and you hear bloody tremoring and stuff. But hey, what you saw today, this is a good day. This is a good day. Like I say, when I was in the doctor's, I was shaking like an aspen leaf in a tree. It was ridiculous. But that's life, isn't it? It started funny. It started in one finger. Started in my index finger on my right hand. Then it seemed to jump to like both index fingers, and then it sort of got in the hands. Now it gets me in the arms as well. Like I say, I've had it in the toes as well. But hey ho, onward and upward. Could be much worse. Could always be much worse. So just got to try and cope with it. I have to keep referring to this box to see how this guy's sat on a motorcycle. That's the guy I'm now building. See, he's twisted slightly. His body's twisted slightly to the legs. Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, I also try and be positive as much as I can, because the last 4 months, the last month, I've lost 4 friends. in the last month. So, you know, I try and think positively and say, hey, I'm still here. You know, my father was dead at 43. Now, this is not the best fit in the world, this figure. This is going to need considerable work to get this to look right. Yeah, my father was dead at 43 and I'm 60, so I've outlived him. Hopefully you can see that. See if we can get that in focus. Turn the light off. There you go. There you go. That's going to need considerable work around the waist, where the body joins the legs. But we'll leave that set a minute before we put the other arm on it. We have another figure here we can work on. Yeah, I've lost 4 friends recently. It's a great shame. So when you look at it from that point of view, I'm doing all right. Been downsizing again. Trying to get rid of as much crap as possible here. Because I want to get the gaming tables sorted out. So I'm going to make room for them. If it goes the way I think it's going to go, I should be able to have 6 foot by 6 foot by 10 foot. That's what I should be able to have. So I'm looking forward to that. It's amazing actually how much junk you accumulate through your life. And you reach a certain point where you say, you know, Jesus, I don't need all this stuff. You know, I'm thinking about it now. It's probably the last year I'm going to do a large Christmas tree. Because it was just such an effort. Such an effort. And I'm thinking, well, I'll get a small tree for next year. Stop smoking. Plan for the new year, surviving and do more minis. Yeah, absolutely. Would I like to prime the figs with a brown primer? I've never used brown primer. How does that work, brown primer? I've always used, I started off with white primer, and I didn't go a lot on that. Well, I'm looking at everything logically and saying, look, I haven't used this in a month of Sundays. And I'm probably not going to use it. So let's out it. And I've outed a lot of stuff. And I'm very happy to do so, I have to say. Very happy to do so. Yes, I started off with white primer and I found white primer to be too thin. I couldn't get on with it, white primer. So in the end, I went to yellow primer, Dunkelgelb yellow primer. Right, which way is his arm going? Oh, he's just got his arm out, his hand out. Now, why they've made the hand separate on this arm, our Lord only knows. So I think I'm going to have to pin that. Okay, that's a pin job, isn't it? Right. This is going to test my fingers. Pinning this hand on this arm. Yeah, I couldn't get on the white primer. It's far too thin. But I've never tried brown primer. Where's me drill? Where's me drill? Yeah, I've never tried brown primer. I've never tried black primer either. A lot of people use black primer. I've never tried that one either. Vallejo brown, and it's suited it well. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Let's try a thinner drill bit on this. So I'm looking forward very much to clearing out and getting all my Napoleonics on a 6x10 table. That should be fun. Just to see how that looks. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I don't know why they had the need to put this hand separate on this figure. That's a bit of an odd thing. Mine is not the question, just the reason why. Did anybody actually see in the new year? Did you up late to see in the new year? Tartan in 2 mil scale, is that possible? Covenant Army and my Ogre Army, and then look at other things. This is the problem, isn't it? You know, you say, well, I'll buy a box of this and I'll buy a box of that. And I'll just have a little box of this, maybe just a few of them. And then you've got to find space to store all this stuff. I mean, I'm reluctant to buy stuff because my stash mountain is ridiculous. My stash mountain is absolutely ridiculous. And you say, well, where am I going to put all this stuff? How far in is that going? Well, that seemed far enough. Right, just have a look, get some super glue on that, glue that hand on. I never like when you got hands and arms separate. I never like just gluing the hand in place. Particularly if you're going to use these figures in a wargaming context, I tend to think they're going to get knocked off. I'm never confident that they'll stay on. Is this super glue okay still? No, it's not. It's dried. Okay. Okie dokie. See, and the trouble is, happens every bloody time with these things. The nozzle always blocks. On these bottles of super glue, the nozzle always blocks. Drives you freaking mad, doesn't it? Come on. You cannot be serious. Ah, there you go. There you go. Yeah. So I actually spent New Year's Eve in the company of I glue my fingers together. Spent my New Year's Eve in the company of Alan Wicker. If anybody you remember him and his sort of travel programs, did some very interesting programs. Alan Wicker, Wicker's World, and all that. Very interesting guy. Right. Let's just leave that. Can you see that? There you go. And we'll cut that short and put the hand on in a second. My mountain is too, yeah, I know, yeah. Season's greetings. Happy New Year to you all from down under. I believe people down in the Antipodes are ahead of most other places time-wise. Yes, you are ahead of us. Well, you're depending on where you're to, I think you're about 13 hours ahead of us, aren't you, in Australia and New Zealand? Depending on which bit of Australia you're in, because it's such a big place. I always tend to, when I'm working it out roughly off the top of my head, I always tend to add an hour, then change the AM to PM, or the PM to AM. So what are we now? 20 past 11 in the morning to probably 20 past 12 at night, something like that now, aren't you? But nice to see you anyway. Nice to see you. Hope you had a good New Year. Do you do anything different down under to celebrate New Year as opposed to us Europeans? How do you celebrate New Year? What do you do for New Year? I was listening to my shortwave this morning. I normally listen to, if I can get it, Radio New Zealand, but it's all but faded out at the moment. It's very poor reception. Not good at all. Shows you the problems we're having with the sun. It's very crackly, very staticky. So I gave up this morning and turned off. 23 minutes past 10. I was roughly in the right ballpark in Victoria. We have daylight savings, so early 9, 20, 30. Yeah. There you go. That's the body added to that figure. Let's see if we can add the hand to this arm. Let's cut the wire a bit. There we go. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Might have to shorten that pin. Yeah, that's a nuisance. That's a nuisance. Come on. Let's give me these pliers a minute. That's better. Right, see if it fits now. Right, where's my drill? Let's drill this out a bit deeper if we can. Gotta be careful that you don't ruin this hand, because it's only a very small part. It's pretty good. Right, I think what I'm going to do is just shorten that pin slightly, just fractionally. There we go. And what I can do now is get that to fit flush to the sleeve. Right, gonna need to bend that pin slightly. Fiddly job, folks, fiddly job. Don't know why they didn't mold this into one piece. I just don't understand that. Right, so he's supposed to be like that then. Okay. Gonna need a little bit of filler on that. But that's got to be down like that then. So he's holding his hand down like that. Okay, palm down. Okay, that's fair enough. Right, I'm with it. Okay. Give me some super glue here. Super glue, super glue. Give me a pen here. Let's get some super glue on this. Yes, one of the fiddliest jobs I've done. Right, where's the body? Where's the body? Where's the body? Right. I think I got it. Think I got it. Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll hold it at that. We'll hold it at that. There you go. One arm complete the hand. So we'll let that set. That should make that nice and stable. Particularly if you're using these figures in a gaming context. The last thing you want is bits to be falling off. I got hands down by his side. Okay. So we can add this one. I find this quite good. Well, you can see this or not. I think you can see that. Yeah, I quite like that one. It's quite good. Seems to do quite a good job. Here we go. That's the arm done on him. Right, and I need some filler around the waist of these figures. There you go. Leave that set a minute. Right, figure one. Let's go back to figure one. Take the head off him. And we'll do the second head on him. Because they give you a choice of heads with this figure. So we'll drill out this head if I can stop shaking. Right, is that going in straight? Yeah. Does it give you a peaked cap or a side cap? So I thought, well, shame to have a head and not use it. So what we'll do, so we'll use both heads. I'll make them interchangeable, if at all possible. Needs to be a bit bigger, that hole, really. Yeah, I was only thinking this morning, I can't believe it's 45 years since I left school. And where did that go? Oh, poo. I felt that head roll somewhere then. I can't see it. So where did that go? Where did that go? Oh, poo. Let me stand up a minute. Wow, that's a bummer, isn't it? Where did that go? It's summer in the Southern Hemisphere, so usually everyone is outside watching fireworks around 9:30 the other time when the fireworks occur. The carpet monster strikes again. Yeah, it seems that way, mate. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where that went. That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm going to have to search for that off camera. I'm going to have to search for that off camera. That's a nuisance. I just touched it with my finger and it's just disappeared. Damn nuisance. Damn nuisance. So I have to search for that off camera. Okay. Go back to our second figure then. Let's glue the arm on this figure. Yeah, fireworks. I didn't hear any fireworks going off around here. Normally you do get them around here. So I didn't hear any going off around here, which is yeah, you do get them going around here, fireworks. Now you come to mention it, I'm surprised I didn't hear any. Possibly he got his arm on his leg. I don't know. Yeah. Yes, he has, hasn't he? So we'll glue him. Glue him like that. If I can get this damn thing straight. We'll glue him like that. I'll leave that set a minute. And all we got to do with that figure, if it's going to allow me to focus, all we got to do with that figure is just put the head on it. If I don't lose the head, that is. Yeah, I wonder where that head went. I just felt it touch the side of my hand. It just doesn't seem to be on me. I didn't hear anything hit the floor. Yeah, it's amazing. Totally amazing. Such is life. Can't win them all. Nice detailing on these figures, I gotta say. Yeah, that's quite good. That looks quite good. Yeah, gonna look all right. It's nice. I like it on Dartmoor. I hear seagulls. Yeah, I'm right by the coast. There's always a lot of seagulls here, giving it all that. I'm right on the coast. I'm about 5 minutes walk from the sea. So there's always a lot of seagulls here. Seagulls much worse than firecrackers on your door. Yeah, absolutely. I hate them. I hate them. Casualty figure. You use them as casualty figures. I will in a minute. I'll look under the keyboard. Alien. That's a good film, actually. I quite like that film, Alien. How long have we been going at this now? 50 minutes. Yeah, I'll have to have a proper good search in a bit for that head. I got spare heads here anyway. It's not too bad, not catastrophe, but it's just annoying. It just seemed to vanish in front of my eyes. What can you do? What can you do? Right. Could do with a cup of tea, I know that much. Yeah, I like it on Dartmoor, I gotta say. It's nice. I've even driven across it in snow before. Is that Dartmoor? Is that owned by the National Trust? I don't know. Is that owned by, who owns Dartmoor? There's National Park. Yeah. I got a few National Trust places near me, which are quite nice. Right, I think I am just going to glue this head on, this one. I think this one will be okay. Yeah, it's a very nice national park, I have to say. There's some nice times up there. Like I say, I've had some enjoyable times up there, just driving across it. You're seriously not expecting me to say this head fits, are you? This got to be the worst fit head I've ever come across. That is diabolically awful. You cannot be serious. That ball was on the line. That's the worst fit ever. I suppose he's twisting his head around a bit, isn't he? But even so, Bronco, come on, you can fit better than that. Jesus, that's crap. That is bloody crap. That's a crap fit. Sorry, Bronco, but that's a shit fit. I never seen such a crap fit. Jesus, look like Frankenstein's bloody monster. Come on. Well, that's as good as I'm going to get that. But that's not a good fit. But we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. This one I think I'm going to drill out. Making a mess with my glue now, look. I think I'm going to drill this one out. Yeah, always plenty of seagulls here, I tell you that much. I never know where they put them on the endangered list. Yeah, protected species, I hardly think why. A wretched nuisance. Right, give me a bit of wire here. Where's my wire gone? Here we go. You'll pin this head on, this one. Because thinking about things in a gaming context, I'll probably be picking this figure up. As opposed to the guy on the motorbike, you probably won't pick him up. You'll probably be picking it up by the base. Let's get this guy's head. Pinned on him. Now, I'm gonna drill that out a bit bigger. I don't think that's big enough, that hole. Yes, anybody got anything special we're doing today? Yeah, I like the magnifying unit, I gotta say. The only trouble is, I'll tell you the only trouble is, I'm probably gonna have to get a new one because I can't get a bulb for the damn thing. I can't get a spare bulb for it. I've tried everywhere to get a spare bulb for this unit, and I can't seem to get one. I don't know why they should be so difficult. So it's probably going to be a case of getting a new unit, because I like to have a spare bulb in hand in case the bulb goes, and I can just sort of like go to the cupboard and put a new bulb in. But I can't get a spare. I'm on the spare one now that I did have, because the bulb went the other day, and there's sort of bits of smoke coming out the thing as the bulb went. And I thought, well, I'm okay. I got a spare bulb. And I fitted it, and it was okay. There you go. But now I can't get a replacement, which is frustrating to say the least. Maybe that's the idea of it. They don't want you to get a spare. They want you to buy a new bloody unit. Always the way with the super glue, isn't it? The nozzle blocks. So you unblock it, you give it a squeeze, and then a whole bloody lot of it rushes out. Get in touch with the main maker and ask them. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I can remember who the maker is because I chucked the box long ago, but it's once I get something I'm used to, I'm loath to sort of get rid of it, you know. And it works very well. It's a very good magnifier. So I don't really want to get rid of it if I can help it. Right, let's drill this head out a minute. Well, that's not great either, is it? That's going to need filling for sure. I would think, you know, that's probably going to come off easily, which it does because it's got as much use as tits on a board. I would think. That should be on that one. Yes, absolutely. Well, that's a mistake on Bronco's part. That's a mistake on Bronco's part. Because I've taken figures from the sprue in the correct order. You know, the parts for each figure I took off the sprue, so I say, oh, this is all the bits for this figure, this is all the bits for that figure. But the heads, this head fits much better on this figure. So I think, in fact, I almost guarantee it, that's a mistake on Bronco's part. They've got the heads the wrong way around. But what do you expect from the Chinese? What do you expect from the Chinese, folks? Hey, is it true, talking Chinese, is it true? Should be on a light stand somewhere. I'll have a look. See if I can find the company's main name or the maker's name. And we'll see if we can find out exactly who made this. What I was going to say was, is it true to talk about the Chinese? You people, you're all men of the world, I know. Is it true about Chinese women? They got fannies like letterboxes. Is that true? They go east to west and not north to south. Is that true? Somebody told me that a long time ago. I said, I don't know. I don't know. Right, before I fit that head properly, I'm going to let that body set a bit more on that one. Yeah, I don't know about Chinese women. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's not too bad. That figure's not too bad. Let's get the helmet on him. Now, I don't know whether that's the front or the back. Right, okay. Let's use this one. It's not shaking. Bit too much glue there. There we go. Leave that on that. Right. Oh, you can see that or not? Let's. Oh, there you go. Yeah, getting there slowly. Starting to look good. All right, see if we can get the head on this figure. Oh, don't lose another head, Karen. Let's so I can move that. What's that? Midday? Yeah, 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Well, it's not the best fit in the world. I have to leave this body set. Give me some more thin glue. Let's have a bit more thin glue on this figure. I hate the smell of this stuff. It stinks. Right, we'll let this stuff dry, I think, now. Yeah, I'm going to go and hump that head down, see if I can find that head, see where it went. I need a cup of tea as well. How long have we been at this? Hour and 10 minutes. Well, that's not too bad. So we've done quite a bit. done quite a bit. He's starting to look quite good. If you'll allow me to focus. There you go. So let's get in there. Oh, come on. Come on, come on. You know you want to do it. There you go. There's the second guy. That's the third guy. So I'm going to leave these dry for a bit now, I think. Look for this head, see where this head went. Funny, I just put my, sort of just touched it with the side of my finger and it just... They're quite nice figures, Frank. They're quite nice figures. There's a little bit of filling to be done on them, particularly around where the torso joins the legs. There's some filler needed. So they're not 100% ideal, but they're nice figures. They'll look good when they're painted up, I'm sure. You always get something pretty good with Bronco, you know. So they're turning out very well. They're turning out very well. A nice kit all round. A nice kit all round. But as I've said to you before, Bronco stuff is nice stuff, but you always got to seem to have to pay a little bit of a premium for it for some reason. I don't know why that is, why that should be, but it is what it is. It's nice. So that's as far as we got today. We've done quite a bit today. I'll carry on with this in a bit. I'm going to have some lunch and a cup of tea and try and find that head. That head just seemed to vanish into nowhere. Oh, I don't know why. I just sort of touched it with the side of my hand and it just sort of... Yeah, unbelievable. So I'll have a look around on the floor in a minute anyway. So I bid everybody... The next Chinese female I see, I'll ask her. I have a good mind to. Yeah. Excuse me, do you mind me asking you? Here's another thing. All the best for you and all the best for the next good year. Being keep straight, don't mind both. Next months and decades. Thank you very much. I go what? See, it's a thing also of late. I've noticed. I don't know why this is. Whenever I go on public transport these days, particularly buses, for some reason I can't work it out why, but for some reason, I guarantee I'll go on a bus. Somebody will sit next to me or very close to me. It stinks for some reason. I don't know why this is. Whether it's some ploy by the bus service or something. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there was a woman on there the other day. I went out the other day. It's Saturday. I went out. There was a woman sat right by me. She was absolutely stinking. You know, personal hygiene nil. It's just, I don't know. I don't understand life sometimes. Yeah, I just, hey ho. It's all life's rich tapestry, isn't it? So I say. Sometimes I think it's not a rich tapestry. It's a bit of a soiled duvet. The soiled duvet of life. Yes. Anyway, look. I better get my buddy here. Excuse me a second. I better get my buddy here a second. Yeah, thought I saw that head then. Let's turn this one off. Oh, it was off. Ah, okay. Look, I don't always say it, but it's true. You see me okay? Let's put this down a bit. My untidy apartment. I know I always say it, but it's true. Thanks to everybody for subscribing. Thanks for all your comments. Thanks for your support. You make life more interesting. You make life fun, you people. It's a lovely community to belong to. You're a great bunch. Have a nice 2024. Hopefully more of the same this year. Hopefully a lot more of the same. Once I get downsizing out the way and I clear out, I can just concentrate on stuff on the bench then, and not just having to go in the other room there and sort stuff, and it all takes you away from the bench and stuff. So hopefully we get that sorted out, and 6x10 gaming area, which should be good. So enjoy your New Year's Day. Have a good 2024. What I will do in a little bit is I've got a little video to put up of this year's Christmas tree, a quick tour of this year's Christmas tree, and a shout out. I've also got a shout out for a channel. I think he's in Japan, this guy. I've not been able to find out, but I would say he's in Japan. So I'll give a little shout out. Tour of this year's Christmas tree. It's probably the last year I'm going to do such a big Christmas tree because it was just such an upheaval and such an effort. I just haven't got the effort in me now to do such things. So we'll have a little bitty tree next year, I'm sure. So anything you want to say? What? No, not what. Yeah, anything you want to say to people in Toy Soldier Land? Well, not really. You've got nothing to say at all? You don't want to wish everybody a Happy New Year? Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please have a nice New Year. We'll see you in 2024. It's 2024 already. Ready? Yeah, as of today, it's officially 2024. Oh, why didn't you say? I thought you knew. Well, okay. Hey, what? Can you go and watch Kojak? You want to watch Kojak? Yeah, please. You've got a one-track mind, haven't you? Kojak. Yeah, it's got T.R. Kojak. Okay. Did you want to say goodbye? Okay. Have a nice day. Enjoy the new year. See you on the next video. Bye. Right. We'll see you on the next one. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. See you on the next one. Next one will probably be the giveaway. We'll get something for the giveaway, January giveaway. We'll do that. Yeah, see you on the next one. Happy 2024. Happy 2024. Yeah, bye.